Alright. Here's where I'm at today. I'm at a crossroads. I have a new job in the works. Because I'm just broke, and they don't care. They know that I need more hours and I'm not getting them, so that's a problem. I'm living on scraps. In church today, the message was sacrifice, helping the hurting family that was in the scriptures that Paul was talking about. And he mentioned a church member that he knows that is going through it. Their family's going through it. And he said, how are you doing? And he said, we're struggling. And he said, well, don't the members of your church help? And, well, you know the answer to that. So then he said, what about your old church? Is anyone from there helping? She said, well, there's a family there that is in the same situation. This happens too much. I'm standing here today. Okay, I can barely afford a bag of quinoa rice, a can of coffee, and some beans. That's not an exaggeration. A carton of eggs and some yogurt and maybe some cottage cheese. That's what I eat. Okay, we're talking, without iced tea. I might have one iced tea will last me 2-3 days. That's $1 a piece. But now I gotta buy her dog food. It's completely empty. And she's sick. And I just can't afford nothing for her. But anyway, we had this message in church this morning. I need food. I have this month's rent, and until the 29th, I think, my bills are paid. I think it's the 29th. You ain't gonna get it. Come on, don't eat that. No. You're done with the diet. Come on, get out of there. Anyway. Forgot what I was doing. Dog saw a squirrel and it distracted me also. A pretty big squirrel. Anyway. I really am. I went to a church one time and they were like, Lord, please send us new members. And please, Lord, open up our territories. And, the usual. And I'm sitting there. No. Oh my gosh, look, man. What is that? What is that, man? I can't even do nothing about it. What can you do about that? I just walked in. What is that? Oh my God. I can't, there's nothing, I can't even pick it up. You can't even pick that up, man. I don't know what it is, but I thought she was over it. But she's sick. I can't get her medicine. Why am I living literally less than my dog? Why? My sins are confessed. And the more that I hear about your brother, you see your brother in need this. And the more I hear about sacrifice that, and the more that I hear about give this, it makes me really upset. Sit. Abigail, sit. Sit. It does tick me off. Because like the other church, I wasn't the choice member that they wanted. I wasn't the member that they were asking for. I wasn't the member that they wanted. I was second best. But to them, I wasn't even. In fact, by the second or third, I went in one day and it broke my heart, and I cried. I wept. I couldn't help it. I was in the middle of a whole bunch of sin in my life, and the Holy Spirit convicted me. Anyway, how you doing, man? Come on, girl, please. Come, Abigail. Man, I don't even know where she's getting the rest of this from. This must be the rest of her guts coming out of her. Oh, we gotta go around the back. Anyway. The whole church is praying for Ricardo, and I've asked them to continue to, because you have no idea how close to the flames he was. He was singed, put it that way, burnt almost. So you owe God a big thank you. You owe God, and I appreciate that, because if I was the Lord, I wouldn't have killed you though. I definitely would have removed, I don't know about your leg, maybe. All I know is you're probably going to have, what are you going to have, a colostomy bag for the rest of your life, or definitely, maybe you'll get a prosthetic leg. Come on. They've made leaps and bounds with them right here. I'm not trying to make light. I'm trying to make an understanding that when someone asks you over and over again to please and begs and gets on their face and does everything in their possible power to, I don't know, intervene. When someone tells you you're going to the fires and then you skim the edge of the flames, then you absolutely should look up, because you can blame God for the accident, but it was God that saved you. Come on, Abigail. Feeling a little better, huh? It was Jesus Christ that kept you from being dead and in the fires. And, like it or not, it was probably because of the people praying for you, because you were involved with my little girl. So, finish out what has begun and cry out to Christ. That balloon is for you. And it's here to remind me every day to pray for you. And I'll keep them praying for you as well. But the church cried out to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords for your soul today. And you're on the list. So, I forgive you. I'm still a little angry, but I forgive you.
One man hadn't seen ahead of what we need, this city would be unlivable.
I forgive you, Ricardo. In the name of Jesus Christ.
Most people don't even know Fred Olmsted's name, but they should thank him every day.
But
I do.
you're not the first one that I've seen God's power work through, and you're probably not going to be the last one. But I'm going to tell everyone that's watching this that God is merciful. And we don't know the boundaries of His mercy. And if you know the scriptures, okay, I was talking to a brother of mine about this. If you know the word, then you know that the word says that Judas repented and threw the coins into the temple. And when the priest said, what should we do with this? Because it's blood money. And they bought the potter's field. But it says it repented. Now, I mean, even regardless of all that, the word says that Jesus went to release the captives, the prisoners that are bound. So it's absolutely possible that Judas Iscariot is in heaven. It's absolutely certain that God is merciful and that His mercy knows no limit. It's unending, enduring, everlasting, unmeasurable, boundless. I am the living, breathing, absolute epitome of God's grace. I am what the I am created. I'll tell you straight to your face that if you don't know Jesus, please look past this piece of garbage flesh and see my soul and know that I'm telling you the 100% accurate, this is unfailable truth, that Jesus Christ is Lord and His return is imminent. I don't know how much I look forward to what comes before His return, but you see, they've been saying that for years, yes, but we have the restoration of Israel. And Jesus said, when you see that fig tree, which is Israel, the leaf on the fig tree appears, then you know that the son, he wasn't talking about, figs, he was talking about Israel. And the leaf has appeared, and it depends on whatever, you can believe whatever date you want, but the generation that sees these things happen will not pass away until everything that is written in this book has been fulfilled. Listen, around the world, the angels' trumpets are blaring. How many? We should count them. Because Jesus Christ's return is announced by the trumpet of the archangels, right or wrong. And then they will announce His name. And He will appear through a portal in the clouds. He will appear in the sky on a winged horse, or what only John could describe as a winged horse. We know that Jesus Christ will be flying on something. He will be riding. It could be a white horse with wings. I mean, it's not above the realm of possibility, because nothing is impossible. Nothing. Including the saving of someone who should have been dead. Not my opinion, but medically dead. So, I know someone who was in a much worse accident, pregnant, and didn't have a scratch on her. Happens all the time, right? But this one was by the Holy Spirit's grace. The car was wrapped around her like a tin can around a firecracker. Meh. Bad analogy, but... So anyway, God's grace is limitless, boundless. So cry out to Him and be saved. It's plain and simple. You're going to need it. Trust me, we all need Jesus, and you better find Him. He's waiting for you right there at your door right now.